another game. I mean, you know me, I don't care who we're playing. So LSU's, I mean, of course, you know, to start off with them, great program, a lot of great history there. You know, I've known Coach Miles for a while. He recruited me while he was at LSU. Sat down, talked to him plenty of times during that whole process, and great guy, great coach, and you know, we know doesn't matter what their record is, they're always ready to play us, and it's always a tough game. So,
how does Saban and Miles differ in recruiting?
I mean, I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I can't really remember the difference, but I mean, they're both great guys and great coaches.
What's he like? What do you think of Coach?
I mean, he was awesome. I mean, literally, I don't think we ever even talked about football much while I was there. It was more on like stories, his upbringing, you know, being raised, and how he was raised and everything. So that's really all I remember.
What do you remember about that drive last year?
We scored. I mean, it was a great drive. You know, especially we had a lot of guys injured that game. Coop wasn't 100%. Then he ended up not even playing most of the game. Then we had to play guys in positions where they hadn't played all year, so we had no timing whatsoever in the passing game. I mean, it was rough. Then we turned the ball over. You know, we had that fumble. But it was a great drive for us, you know, in such a critical time in the game, and for us to come out with the score, you know, the difference in the game.
How much pain were you in during this? Because that was a week after you took that hit.
I don't know. I mean, playing SEC, I'm always beat up. So I don't even remember.
You hit Kevin 3 or 4 times on that drive, and then in the championship game against LSU in 11, Kevin made a couple big catches. What is it about him that you look for in those big moments?
Well, I mean, as you can see, we're great friends. We came in together, both originally from the same, you know, area in Mississippi. I was born in Biloxi. So our recruiting process, we've always known each other, and you know, it might just be a Mississippi connection, I guess. I don't know. But I just feel like he's such a smart player, and I know where he's going to be at all times, and he goes out and makes plays.
You guys, obviously, the last 2 years have lost in November, but going on to play for a national championship. With all the teams, Florida State, Oregon, Ohio State, that could go undefeated, can this team afford a loss in November?
I mean, probably not. But I mean, I'm not thinking about everybody else. I could care less what their record is, so and it's no disrespect to them. I mean, they're all having great seasons, but we're worried about us and, you know, what we need to do to take care of business.
With last year's game, have you ever been that emotional after that game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have. You know, in high school or coming up, I mean, sports means a lot to me, and I you know, play with my heart on my sleeve. I mean, I go hard every play, I feel like. So, I'm sure I have.
Did it surprise you that kind of came out at the end?
I mean, not really. I mean, everybody made a big deal about it, but there's been plenty of people to, you know, have tears of joy after a lot of big games. I mean, I've seen Ray Lewis, I've seen Michael Jordan, I mean, tons of people. So, I mean, media did what it does best.
What do you remember the most about the 2011 game against LSU?
We lost. I don't even really remember much of that game, other than us just not playing that well.
Do you think that you took something from that in terms of your play that led to the career you had since?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really play like myself that game. I tried to, you know, it was like, what, game of the century, people kept saying, or something. And since then, supposedly we've played in some more games of the century. I don't know how that's possible, but I just tried to not, you know, pay attention to the game. I didn't really play with a lot of energy. I tried to, I had some big throws in the game, and you'll see I didn't show no excitement. I just tried to stay mellow, and that's not how I play. So I just didn't play like myself really.
What do you think it is about the Alabama LSU rivalry that makes these games come down to just 2 or 3 plays?
Great teams. I mean, we know it's going to be blow for blow, and it's always like that, no matter what the record is. You know, it is a great rivalry in a way, and it's always, you know, 2 great teams going against each other. So, you know, every play does really count.
You come out of these games maybe more sore than LSU than other games.
I guess that just depends on my line. No, I mean, I don't know. I've never really tried to pay attention.
The physical side of it.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to get hit as much as possible. So.
A couple more.
It seems like so much of the attention they pay quarterbacks who are running spread, who run for a lot of yards. You and Zach kind of, I don't want to say throwbacks, but it seems like there's not a ton of just guys who thrive and drop back kind of game like you have. Does that phase you at all that those guys are getting all the attention, the guys that run and run the spread?
No, I could care less. I mean, props to them for, you know, doing whatever they're doing and having a great year, but and I'm here to play for our team, so I don't really care what everybody else thinks.
Did you have a chance to see the 60 Minutes piece in Ohio State?
I did not. I was in film, watching film with the rest of the QBs and us, so I didn't really get a chance to catch it.
You mentioned kind of toning yourself down. What did you learn from that game, and what did Coach learn from that game also?
Well, I think
about you. I mean.
You know, I can't remember the schedule all the way, but it all kind of started before the game. Everybody called Coach, telling me great job on national TV. So after, you know, that incident in the Florida game, so when he told me to calm down, and you know, he kind of after the LSU game told me to not calm down and play by myself, and ever since then I just kind of just played by myself and he's just let me go.
Thanks, AJ.